Hello, I'm Stephen Mason and welcome to my Horrorcon 2019 video, or Horrorcon to me personally, Horrorcon free. Now, I'm going to try and do it just a little bit jump cutty because people wanted me to do a jump cutty because recently, it's not that I'm getting lazy, it's just fucking editing out the bits in the between. You know, it's time consuming. So a lot of my new videos, I'm just like, hi, I might as well sing a song, you know, I just rant on for ages. Now, I'm limited jumping around because there's that much stuff on the floor, but what I'm going to do is give you a flashback feedback. Should really script these, Stephen. Flashback feedback. Well, I said the fucking again. What is a flashback feedback? No idea. Anyway, yeah, going to give you a. I can't even fucking say it. That's generally how I feel right now, screaming on this video, like flashback feedback completely. Can't even do the intro to this video. Are you laughing yet? Jumping around, making a tit of myself. Yeah, I'm going to give you a flashback of the last 2 years because they've been absolutely awesome. And here's some music over the top within Evil Hour.
This looks like a place to dance.
Hungry. The principle of the verbs and the thing. Right, now you've just seen a bit of mix-up of the last 2 years with great guests like Jeffrey Combs and Billy Worth and all of the stores. I've met some absolutely amazing people in the last couple of years in conventions, and this year I wanted to go bigger. Now, I booked this, priority tickets and all that kinds of stuff, and booked for the whole weekend. Normally I go zoom down and zoom back, do all this, sleep at some point, and yeah. And basically, as soon as I booked it, this weekend got busier and busier and busier for us. On Friday, I had to film Scott Michael Carrigan's launch party, which we'd already booked to go, and Scott was like, oh yeah, I'm doing it on the 10th of May, and I was like, oh dude, that's the night before Horrorcon, but I had to film that. Then we had to travel all the way to Sheffield, got to the hotel at 2 o'clock in the morning, then had to be back up at 6 for Horrorcon. Good morning, and welcome to the Horrorcon video. I am currently in my hotel. We got in the hotel last night at 2 o'clock in the morning. I had to film with Michael Scott Carrigan's launch party on the same camera, and I had to film it like that, to overlay a bit of footage, like ridiculously high. I'm still talking, no audio, like ridiculously high. So by the end of the day, my arm's probably gonna go. Whoop. But yeah, I'm just opening it up on the big camera. Probably do a lot of the vlogging with my little camera, you know, because this camera put in someone's face, it's like, whoa, what's that guy doing? What's he been doing? You know. So yeah, welcome to the Horrorcon video. It's a pretty long weekend. After 2 days of that, we had to then drive from Horrorcon on the Sunday all the way back to film Buskers. So it's been a long weekend and it's all going to clash together. And I also have a sidekick. A new addition, a first time viewer. Now Carl is not here, so there's 3 of us went this year. But Britbo's here. So this is Brit, Horrorcon debut. And basically, there's a lot of footage. There's so much footage. There is a separate vlog video I'm going to put out where it's just rants and stuff of travel and stuff like that. So I'm going to try and keep this video short. I'm also going to try and keep the Q&As a little bit short, show you a bit of highlights. I'm pretty much going to unbox and just show you some of the amazing people I met. It's the art of jump cutting. There's a few people I met and bing, I'm on your side now. You got yes, dude. Now there is so much stuff down there, so I don't even know where to start.
Should I just pass you things?
It's my favourite thing about this venue, that structure. Every year. Yeah.
Good morning from Horrorcon. So this is my first, this is your third one? Everybody seems pretty normal, I think.
Nothing strange here at all.
What's in the bag?
It's Lost Soul. I heard the artist's here. I want to hunt him down like a dog in the street.
So, goals for today. Don't think I'm going to get married, but yeah. So I might even ask him to sing Rock and Roll High School Forever, or do a Dream Little Dream dance.
Excuse me, mate.
Or might just even ask him to dance with me, to be honest. Brought me a piece of artwork for him to sign. Ended up cutting Corey Haim off because I made him look like a right retard. So yeah, you got that picture that I'm getting signed?
The bag trips. Looks like
I drew that. He's going to think I'm giving it to him, but I'm going to be like, no, I just want it back signed, please.
they never give you stuff back. Christian Slater never gave us Pump Up the Volume back. He didn't. He didn't give us my pen back either. I'm just going to borrow your pen. I was keeping that old chestnut there.
But yeah, goals for today. If I get danced with by the end of tomorrow, I'll be a happy girl.
I will point this out, this just came in the post. This is Demolition University, Retro VHS there. I've just filmed Retro VHS before this. That went all the way to Sheffield and back with us. So did my Transformers vinyl, which probably will turn up. Now first off, out the bag, I bought this. Now this isn't handmade or handcrafted. Can anyone guess what this is? Yeah? That actually goes into a player like that. That is artwork, and that is... I don't think you can get it, but it's got a laser disc inside it. It's a video disc. It's Bill Murray, I Want You. Now the guy had a few, like the Muppets and all that, but I think this was £1. That's just, you know, that is another generation of format. So on the stores, there is some people that come along and go, I'm a massive film collector, buy this. And you're going to see a lot of stuff like that because it's like a Carnival of Boots sale. So yeah, Bill Murray, Want You. Now at any point, I'm not sure how the edit's going to work. I'll be jumping around and you're going to see random clips and I'll come back. But I might not even react to that clip. Or it might be a random clip. So we're doing a bit of shopping for the moment. So yeah, Bill Murray Wants You.
That's amazing.
That is just epic. Like your friendly reader.
Every year we do the same thing, scare us.
Scary noise, oh my god.
You made a friend?
Go on, it's worth it just to see you scare them again.
This is the very end of the video. This is Annie's birthday present. So last year I bought something from Creature Features and it was the very end and it was meant to be my ex's opening present and everyone was like, what's in the box, what's in the box? Well, that was in the box. Bella, a little Bella Lugosi, so yeah, so answer that riddle while I'm walking around. Now, I've been wearing this for a while and these guys, the Predator, come on, get to the chopper. This is, I'm going to call them in evil art, but they're not the evil eye art. Now, these guys and the artists of these guys are absolutely awesome and they will be in the video just in 2 seconds time as I got to talk to them. They were awesome. Start of the year, this went on sale as well as the Jaws, and the Jaws is one of the first things I've ever bought online. I couldn't wait, could I?
No.
I had to wait. I couldn't wait. Ordered the Jaws, it came. Jaws has its own video.
Wasn't there only 100
Yeah.
made? Yeah.
And then this was one of the last ones left. I love this artwork. It is absolutely mint. And here's some footage of these guys. They are absolutely awesome. So a couple of months ago I bought the Jaws t-shirt when they first released it and I wasn't waiting and they've only got 2 Predators left, so I need the Predator because they came out the same day. I must buy the Predator from Evil Eye Art. I get that wrong every time, but I've got to have it. So yeah, they're awesome. Now Britt, one of her purchases, this was on the second day of this, I think we actually got this.
Yeah, this
was the second day, yeah. And it was great. It's gonna, this video is just going to bounce between 2 days. Britt bought that. Obviously Jack Skelton and Sally. There's a lot of great artists in there, and that is one of the oil paintings they did, and that is absolutely awesome. There's a couple of Jacks hiding around the room. There's a massive skeleton behind it. I will this year as well, as promised to a few people, to film that way as well with the edit, just so you can see King Kong and all that stuff. So yeah, once I start running out of steam, we'll set up and have a break. Yeah, but that's awesome, and I need to now change my t-shirt. So first up, Dark Side goodies. So last year, the first year there was the Spider Gremlin with a back crest. She wasn't there this year. I still love that t-shirt. Then there was a guy, he had the whole mystery bag where I got Texas Chainsaw Massacre and Curse of Frankenstein and The Mummy. And I went up to him, I was like, mate, you know, are these different from last year? And he looked at us and he was like, I was like, they're not, are they? And he went, I was like, I'm not buying it if you're not. And I think he said, can you have 3 t-shirts for 20 and pick? I was like, I want that one. He said, I've got none left. I was like, it's Saturday. So, Brittany pointed out, there's a lot of stuff going down there. So this was here last year.
Proper little saleswoman.
Are you waiting for this gentleman now? I mean, you make me buy a t-shirt. You know. So if you buy 1 t-shirt, you got another one for a £5. So this one is, as everyone knows, I'm a massive Halloween fan. This is the Haddonfield Mental Institution, Warrington County, Illinois. I just love that. It's pretty big. I'm not getting self-conscious, but the last couple of years I have been putting a bit of weight on. I am getting a bit older these day and ages, you know, but yeah. So there's a Haddonfield. There we go.
Oh, thanks.
Yep. And the other t-shirt you got for £5 was mint, and to be honest with you, I bought that because this is mint. Now it's very thick. That is amazing quality. I'm not sure how my washing machine will like it, but Brittany also got Frog Brothers t-shirts from a different stall, Edgar and Allen. Established 1987. Established 1987.
Because this isn't awkward at all,
No, I don't think things are awkward at all. I have one of them as well, and this is the t-shirt. Now it's based off Dog Soldiers. My guts are out, Coop, said by Sean Pertwee. Just put them back in then. They're not gonna fucking fit. Obviously quotations from Dog Soldiers. I will be telling my cousin that people are selling him stuff that he may have to get royalties off, but you know. That's a Lush t-shirt. I'm going to wear this one now.
Oh, I'm so happy with it.
You should get that.
I picked one.
Hi, these are more my purchase while he gets changed and throws t-shirts at me. So this guy was so lovely and he's so talented, and he does like famous buildings of horror movies, etc. So I got Oogie Boogie's house, and also Disney fan, and Carl Fredrickson's house off up. Don't know if you can see that. Ah, there you go. I actually bought 2 Mr. Fredrickson's houses because I bought 2 things for my stepdad and nothing for my mum. So I thought I'll get another one for my mum. So I'm so happy with them. They're so beautiful.
Hey, the guts. Where's the treads? I did get to see Luke this year, and Luke was awesome. Luke's an amazing artist who did From Beyond. And me fucking where the fuck's that panda at? It's not a joke. Oh, he's there. The panda's on the wall. You can't see it. The panda's there. So when we flip it around, remember the panda's there. Obviously, waisted tread clothing. I always say that wrong. An awesome guy from America. Luke designed the t-shirt, and I specifically wore that. And the funny story about it is, we went to film the gig, walking to the gig in Newcastle, and I was like, I've left that fucking t-shirt hanging on the fence. We had to come all the way back from Newcastle after the gig to get the t-shirt on a detour. So yeah, I was loving wearing that t-shirt, and I'm going to jump to Luke now because Luke is awesome and his store is absolutely awesome as well.
Thank you. Cheers, mate.
Which one you got your panda from?
It's the pandas there.
Panda's there.
How's it going?
How you doing, buddy? You alright?
Afternoon, morning.
Morning.
Panda.
So, can you see Steve Push Marshmallow Man in this shot? He's creeping in the corner. And there's 2 more hiding it there. There's an original. When Britt was going along and buying that, I had to have that. My friend Paul Ray's going to be like, fucking give us it now. I think that. There was a few. There was a Lost Boys one. There was a Blade Runner one. But I think that is absolutely outstanding and hysterical.
There was one for Up.
You've just done the one Up.
There was one for It as well, and it was the freaky house.
Yeah, there was
and
loads.
The red balloon was behind it as well, so I think I might actually invest in that.
So yeah, basically, like I did last year as well, I'm trying to find all the little art cards of all these people, and I'm going to try and like pulling cards out of the pockets and that. In Evil Eye Art, there we go. Yep, that's in Evil Eye Art. Evil Eye Art, sorry, but they're amazing. I'm going to try and read these cards out, the outtakes and all that. But yeah, that was amazing. I have no fucking idea where it's going to go though. Why do you have a free keyring? Is this what I think it is? Did you get the free keyring because of Michael?
That's off Michael Myers.
Yeah, let's cut to Michael Myers.
Stephen loves my dance as well.
I've travelled with him to a lot of these events, but he's oh Jesus.
Both of them, he's alright.
No, I don't prove you
That was
that.
a drink in his hand.
Fine.
One.
What do you do?
Nothing?
Just sound effects and that.
Just go and sing it.
What, you open the door?
Hi.
I can open the door, is he? That's weird. Whoa! Shit! Got me good.
That's, I generally shit myself for Michael, and so did, well, Brittany knew it was coming, but then Brittany's friend didn't. We met Brittany's friend. What's your Brittany's friend name?
Leith.
He's alright. He's another person from concert. And got to meet everyone from Arrow as well, and Arrow are really cool, and they were like, oh yeah, some good offers on it. I don't need any more Arrow films. Really don't. Now, that is a postcard of Waterworld, and we're talking about that, and Arrow video, I love the bit. There is the fish tank hiding in the background under the UV light with Jason Voorhees at the bottom of the lake in Waterworld. And everyone's like, I can't believe you put Waterworld in the fish tank. It's got no water in it. I mean, it's not like I've done that. But yeah, that's where Waterworld lives. I love it. It's ridiculously hard to get a hold of. It was delayed. And then unfortunately with HMV hitting administration, which is now back and big and proud as ever, that's one film that got sort of like lost in limbo. So if you can get it, it is coming back out. It's coming out in a single case very soon. It deserves a Steelbook Arrow. So does Heathers. There are 2 films you need to release later on in Steelbooks. I will buy them again for that. Right, anyway, on the second day we were running around and stuff's coming out. There was a couple of things. People were starting to sell up, you know, you did get a few bargains now and again. And this lady was kind of cool. She had a baby. Aww. And, you know, she was proper mothering the baby. That clown, the clown from last year. I only seen him on the Saturday. I'm going to put the clown in from last year right now so you know which clown I'm talking about.
Sweet. What's up, motherfucker?
Carvey or Clivey the clown. He's an evil looking fucking clown. He's like that other clown I walked up and got a picture with Tiny again. Seen Tiny? It's Tiny again. Hello. Ooh. Let's not really talk about clowns. No, oh, I might have made a bad decision. But anyway, talking about that, Mr. Pumpkinhead, he's off at the side of the camera. There he is. That is the original Mr. Pumpkinhead from my movies Better Than FA. That is over 20 years old. Massive fan of stupidity and stupidness. And this t-shirt was only £5. Which, I thought, you know, I'll wear that.
That's my new bedtime top, that.
I said, I'll wear that. That is my t-shirt.
I was born on Halloween, though.
Right, that's fair enough, but you put this in, no disrespect.
But there was only...
I'm just saying, you keep borrowing my t-shirts to bed, and I'm like, loser.
That's bullshit. That is bullshit.
Anyway, next item.
You alright?
Yeah, it's just a bit tight.
It looks a bit tight.
You know what? Well, I did say I'm large. I mean, don't get I fit in it.
Told you I should have it.
And you'd be like, I know. This is the last purchase of the day. Now, Hatter's Top Table are an absolutely outstanding artwork, guys. They are so nice, especially on social media and talking to. And it's been an ongoing joke. I've been wanting to do a video of them for ages, and it got to the point where I was like, I'll just see you at Horrorcon. Now, there is somewhere a mystery box of Hatter's Top Table. There'll be some footage, and I'm going to show you the footage first. Hatter's Top Table.
Well, it's basically what
Jump start time. Yeah, I've been making us doing all that.
Now we've seen this, and this will probably be more handy and make more sense when we flip the camera around and face that way, because there is a Lost Boys corner going on the corner, along with the pop vinyls, and this will live in there. And this is...
Vampire killing kit.
Yep, handmade. Look at that, I mean, that is absolutely awesome. It's great, he's just done like a little canvas print. But that was the last purchase. That was literally the last tenner. Amazing artwork, guys, to be honest with you. That is like some of the kind of stuff. They do some fucked up teddy bears though. I look at some of them teddy bears and go, like, and then there was a couple, the zombies, the zombie man, obviously I've seen the last couple of years, always in the videos. He's appeared in the mashup and all that. He's great. And they had a stall of all like babies, half mutated and all that kind of stuff. Totally need a jump cut. And I totally need to change this t-shirt. Ting! Hattonfield Mental Institution. Ting!
Pumpkin.
Yeah, I did that a little bit too low. But anyway, Halloween Child. That actually just, you can have that.
Yay!
Yeah.
Thank you.
It isn't really, it looks good on you, better on me anyway. What's next? Ah!
A little bargain.
Little bargain. One of the last purchases of the day. Carl bought one of these. Carl does appear in a lot of the footage. Carl was absolutely mint filming it. He got some really good footage when you just give the camera to Carl. What's the matter?
No, I'm just on it, Carl.
Oh yeah, Carl was awesome. I thought something was fucking broken. Safe Bush Marshmallow Man, looking angry as fuck. He glows in the dark, so he'll be finding a really good home. Maybe it's near the picture. And then another jump cut. Right, so there's a guy there. I got to talk to him. He was dead canny as well. Was just selling like DVDs, mystery boxes, and he had some interesting stuff.
Oh, because he was shocked at something. He was shocked that you knew about a movie. Is it one? What's that one?
Oh yeah, this one.
He was shocked at that, yeah.
Everyone knows what the relic is, really, do they? Now, this is an original art card that you got going into the pictures. So this is from the mid-90s, this. The relic has one of the worst video boxes covers ever. If it was there, it would be there. No, it's nowhere to be seen. It's gone. I have so many VHSs in this room. We're talking thousands. But yeah, that is the artwork for the relic on VHS. And has changed on DVD. It's got more of a red and a woman screaming. But yeah, the film, it could get reissued. I watched it recently and did a massive rant. That is on my YouTube page. And also, this guy had these. Now, I bought two of them. One of them hasn't turned up yet, but obviously Sean Pertwee was at Horrorcon, and these are another art cards. Now, these must be from like late 90s going in there. I love Event Horizon. I've done a commentary on Event Horizon. I've done an Event Horizon video, as I do have the special editions, the VHSs. I'm pointing up there, you can't even fucking see them, but there's so many different versions, including one what looks like the front of the ship and opens up. Again, another plug to my channel. Check on this channel for all kinds of stuff. Literally everything you see behind me has a story and a video about it, where it comes from, but they are in amazing condition, and I've got two. And going into it, another amazing artist as well, Britbo.
Britbo, the Funko. So there was a guy there, and he had artwork all over the table, and there were only about 10 different ones of these. And I says, oh, like, how much are they? And he says, oh, they're actually my wife's. So there were only two for £10, so I wanted this one.
Don't get me to say his name.
Edward.
Scissorhands.
And then you wanted this one, didn't you? Gizmo.
Do you approve of that? Oh, you want to shut up now?
Hiya. I think they're absolutely beautiful. I can't wait to frame them, actually.
Yeah, they are really, really nice. Nice little artwork. Should maybe have bought some frames for stuff to do.
I think a lot of stuff's just going to go into storage for now.
Right, jump cutting around. Obviously, you can probably tell I'm a massive fan of The Thing, and you can't see them, but up there, again, check out the channel. There's 38 fucking different colours of The Thing. It's just another cover of The Thing. I've got Das Thing, I've got this thing, I've got other things.
Took the words out my mouth.
That's the thing. It's all about The Thing, and then Arrow did The Thing, then they did a Thing VHS, and then there's a Thing, and there's a Thing.
I just remembered what we bought.
What? Things.
Things.
But this one is this the signed one? Yeah. So this guy is an amazing artist.
He is,
and
actually.
You want to show that to the camera?
That's it there. I think that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What was
Does it
that?
again? Mohawk. Just committed
Third
suicide.
time today.
He's getting glued to the fucking floor. So yeah, that guy there is in this book now. The picture should be in this book, but it might have to be an outtake. Can we match his signature? Because of a funny story.
Oh, it's not. That's it.
83.
There you go.
83. So I talked to this guy, he's amazing. It's on camera, cut to him first.
Just met Jason Miller. He could sign my Thing book already, so it's going to be coincidence.
Right, that's his name, he's called.
I'll tell you in there.
I'll tell you in there. It will tell me in there actually.
83.
83. He was really, really nice.
He was lovely.
His artwork's amazing. And there it
There
fucking
it
is there. Absolutely
What's his
mint.
name? Jason Miller.
At Jason Miller.
Insta as well. I'll follow him.
On Instagram, Jason Miller. He was awesomely nice, and that artwork is mint. But it's funny that he's actually signed this book, and I've had this, and then met him, and have one signed. So that poster will go on the wall next to Vigo, the fucking Carparian. Of course, that would end up in this room. You mean there's just shit everywhere in this room. He's gonna have to move.
Yep.
Bye,
It's
Vigo.
going to be a major move around.
There's going to have to be, because there's a couple of posters coming as well. But yeah, that, if you get a hold of that, it's amazing artwork, and there is a video, and it's a long video, but I go through every single page in one video.
It's actually very hard to get hold of. Check your local Forbidden Planet if you can.
Look at that, man.
Because I think Forbidden Planet was actually cheaper than the internet for once. Because I actually went to buy him one for Christmas and he already had it, so I had to take it back.
But yeah, amazing artwork. Definitely check out Das Thing or La Costa. Hey.
Are we ready?
Too many laser discs.
Brittany, have you seen Carl?
No? Okay.
Thank you.
We're back in Square Art Orange here. Look at that. That is a painting, it's not a picture. Awesome.
Loads of awesome stores. I think the money just fell out my bank account while I walked past them all.
Your head looks awesome. Look, you can see the skull. See? Dedication.
So, there's just been some random footage. I have no idea what it was. Just walking around and imagine. There also was, now flashback to 6 months ago, I went down to York to do a video for Saw Thumbs. Lee at Saw Thumbs has an amazing collection, which is just off the main street of York, around the cathedral. near the traffic lights. It's an amazing shop. It's got everything from a childhood would want, especially fuckloads of laserdiscs. So there's loads of laserdiscs coming.
I was gutted because he actually said yesterday, he says he's phasing them out.
Well,
he's not going to be keeping as many.
You'll end up messaging and saying, do you want some? Now again, over there, there's just next to that Goonies picture. I just want to point out, Brittany actually drew that for my birthday.
Don't embarrass us on camera.
Yeah, they're all laserdiscs next to it, and Brittany was hey, and I was like, there's Lee. So a couple of footage of me scrapping through laserdiscs.
What you found?
I think she knows. Found Lee. I think she knows that they did
Ah, yes.
You know what I mean? So, yeah,
And laser discs, so they don't have to stop off at York on the way home.
He had books. I don't think I ever seen books in the shop, but I had a whole shelf of Goosebumps books, and I used to read Goosebumps books as a kid. I have actually said this on camera at the stall, and only, what was it, £2 for £1 or
Because
5 for £2?
Lee's that cool that like we got a really good deal off him. He's a really cool cat. So that's the first part of the
I got
Goosebumps.
5 Goosebumps books. I'm a proper freak when it comes to spines and matching covers, but I got these ones because the Goosebumps logo is actually bumpy, so I got 5 of them.
So there's a guy there from the Shadows. That's the one. He's an amazing artist. I'm a massive fan of the Tremors. He did that. Didn't buy him anything off him because I got that and I've got the Guardian already, and Tremors big box VHS is just behind Brit there. Can you see him? Once again, I've got loads of versions of Tremors. So I'm a massive Tremors fan, and there was an amazing graboid there.
Just if the fun was good, then...
You can't have a wheel there. There's no wheels in there, is there?
You see that? That was in the corridor. I kind of think that should have been... There was a room. Actually show the footage of the room when I went in. The Dracula was all there. The Frankenstein. So to be honest with you, the graboid should have been in the corner of that room. That would have been pretty cool. Right. This was the first purchase going round on my credit card. Because I'm buying a house and they're like, you need to get a credit card. I was like, well, I've never had credit. And I took it to Horrorcon. Didn't spend too much there.
Nah, you in that credit actually know PayPal was my worst, because all this, not every stall had a card reader, but some of the ones that did were like, oh, the signal's really bad, and they were like, oh, why don't you just send us the money on PayPal? And I was like, I've never used this before.
That was Graham, wasn't it? Graham.
Yes, with the amazing artwork.
Yeah.
So by the end of Sunday, I'd used PayPal about 5 times. So I'm a PayPal pro now.
So I had to buy this. I seen it. He said he only had one. This is Sir Dickley's Nevermore's Blooming Horrors. A lot of Audrey 2 stuff. There is footage of the stall. Cut to that.
Moving plants and everything.
And just one of this. Now it's not an Audrey 2. I think this is amazing. I think it's so funny. You probably guessed what it is because I've already said Tremors. It is a graboid in a plant pot. That is fucking amazing. I mean, look at it. Like there's look, it's all no, it's like that. It's absolutely mint. It's not hard. You could literally put something in there, and it could get killed.
Is that going in your future garden?
Hi. Just put me in the plant pot like there. God. You know, like, oh, look at that. You know, like, that's, you know, me dead. You know, like.
That will be a photo for Instagram later.
Yeah. The little Stephen. Get back on the shelf.
Was that a dig?
It is. But no, it's coming out of a plant pot. That's amazing. I'm not sure where that would go. It's not going to fit on the shelf. Oh, it does.
Oh, hey.
Doesn't do it justice there because the other one's there, but I just couldn't resist that.
I'm so happy with these. This is an ongoing joke.
You know how I said I was a Thing fan? Yeah, I've got one each here.
I'm so excited.
2 for 10. I was just going to get one. And then my bed sheets are black. I'm a massive VHS fan. Just had to buy it, didn't I? Just had to buy it. So yeah, they're amazing.
I love them. I do, I love them.
I've already got the black sheet. So yeah, we're making the bed after this.
Yay.
See, another version of the Thing. And I'm going to jump to some footage because I think it's time for a move around. So you're not Not buying anything today, no?
No. I've used PayPal 3 times. So, the moral of our story is you never know when you need a black marker pen. So,
What's in the bags?
what's in the box?
It's Frank?
It's Frank.
Frank Tank. Ping moved around, so we'll try and move a 3rd time as well. To justify it. So obviously Kong and T-Rex coming out the wall behind us. Obviously I found some at King Kong today. It's old. It's got it for £3. I mean, look at that, man. So US and Canada, New Zealand, Australia. It is King Kong, the story. Now it is the Jeff Bridges one, but it starts. Look, I mean, this is just amazing. Like, absolutely amazing.
You kept going back to this stall, you know, like about 4 times, and I was like...
Right, that is from 1976.
No.
Right, so I've got one of the cups, which was found, the Phantom Mist, the fucking duck. Does anyone know what the duck is about? Anyone used to read a book when you were a kid, and it was like, this is the words, and you would find a yellow duck. Every time you watch my video, there's a duck. So it's always like, spot the duck. Anyway, massive King Kong fan. Real King Kong movies all the way along there. Literally Kong everywhere you can imagine. And Carl, again Carl, so good friend Carl is, that poster's from Kong. You can't really see it. That is literally from the roof to the floor. It's that big. It was even trimmed. Stuff fucking hell, I've seen. But yeah, that's amazing. I'm going to do a little video on that on its own. So check that out when I eventually do it. So jump cut. Ting ting. Finding a Corey Haim movie at Horrorcon was awesome. Now this is the same guy who did Event Horizon, and I hope you're watching this video, and I hope not to rub this in that I think this is rare as fuck to find. It's one of Stephen King's best films. It is Silver Bullet. It is the original cut, because it's an 18 and it's landscape. It's now just a 15. You can pick it up in HMV, but you do not get the director's commentary on it, and it's a fascinating director's commentary because he's looking back at it years later. It's mint. He's a really funny guy, but like for someone who goes, I've never directed any other film apart from that, it's a very interesting watch, and it should get remade.
Yeah.
It should get remade. It's a really good story, but anyone who's not seen it, think Stand By Me.
Is that based on a book?
It's based off Circle of a Werewolf and Corey Haim, very early on film, but awesome movie. Thanks very much. Hey.
I nearly gave you something out of here, and it was your boxers.
Yeah, they're definitely my boxes.
Oh!
What's the matter?
You!
So, I have a friend called Killian, and one of his alternative new names is Phoenix Hickley.
No.
Yeah, this is the brand new book. This is my gift off Killian this year, so it's in here. Now I met Killian at the first Horrorcon. There's a collection of Killian's books over here, and since then I appear in his books and all kinds of stuff, and they're going to cut to him. Killian's going to be in the video quite a lot this year, and we got to run his store. But this one was to Stephen, a huge comedy thanks. Very best of wishes, Pixie Killian. But it is the brand new National Lampoon's Vacation quiz book. I did ask him, is Last Resort Corey Haim, Corey Feldman in it? He went, oh, I'm not too sure, so it might be. But yeah, thanks Killian. Anyway, next up is, well, I don't know. Killian's got us a gift.
Yeah, it's something that I don't think you know anything about.
The Vacation, as in National Lampoon's, or No Vacation. It's National Lampoon's.
That's actually me.
Phoenix
Hinckley.
So here's footage of us at Killian's store running it.
And welcome to Horrorcon 2019. I am Killian Go. Killian Go. And these are my books. Horror quiz books. So that was me running Killian's bookstore as Killian. And I sold a book for £10. It was the last one, wasn't it?
There it is, it's filed.
It was the last copy of the one that we took to the Wicker Man cave.
Oh, the Huge Mary quiz book?
Yes, yeah. That one. So I met a lovely girl, I think she was called Nicola. Yeah, she was so talented.
She was a Dungaree girl.
Dungaree Girl, beautiful bumblebee. Oh, I put the name of the company that sell them on my phone. I have to check that out. But anyway, beautiful.
We'll do a massive roll at the end where
Yeah.
everyone who we met, or any website addresses. Horrorcon is absolutely awesome, guys. The only thing I want to say is next year. Remind me on my predictions from last year when we get to there.
Yes.
When you walk in, it's impressive, especially these massive hooks. Now, just put the hooks over is why I'm talking, because there's music playing. That room's amazing. The first year, there was a car and all that. This year, I'm not going to lie, it should be first impressions. There should be a lot more going on there.
So much space.
There's so much space.
Could be like a merch stand or anything, couldn't there?
So, I think they need to push like the carnival stand and all that. I think they should just, if anyone's watching this, Horrorcon's amazing, but walking through that thing, it should be like a carnival of fucking hell. You should, like the first year, the killer clowns were just hanging out, stuff like that. I think, you know, yeah. So anyway, sorry, that was just a little bit of a rant.
Should have had my food rant as well, shouldn't I?
Well, no, you're right.
Yeah,
there should be like a World Food Stall Day. Someone should be selling noodles and all that kind of thing. But again, it's probably manga makes a lot of money off selling the food, so that's probably why it's knocked that on the head.
Because the way I see it is, you've got a whole main hall of independent companies selling artwork, t-shirts, etc. Why not have a room full of independent food vans, like a bit like a festival? Do you know what I mean? So no, I thought that was maybe something they missed out. Anyway, back to Nicola.
Okay, go to Nicola. Back
to Nicola. Beautiful prints, and I absolutely love this one. Me being a massive bookworm, and I just thought this was beautiful. It's spooky but beautiful. She's so cute. She's lush. There was another one I wanted, but I like this size, and she didn't have it in this size, so I am going to order it on Etsy.
Etsy Betsy.
Etsy Betsy.
Junk up. I have no idea what's going to be passed to us next. Right,
I'm trying to avoid signed stuff.
Well, actually, give us something signed.
I'll give you that. That's a good sign what to do.
That is actually a really good sign to do. Okay, so I did a review earlier on this year, and this is a Blu-ray I picked up just by the artwork. And Island of Dr. Monroe VHS is holding up Kong. It's right down there. I bought it, and it's one of the funniest and best documentaries I've ever seen. Now, there's going to be some video footage now of me meeting Graham. Now, Graham drew that. He's an awesome artist. We actually have a print of his as well, and check out the review I've done for that. But I took that all the way to Horrorcon just so he would sign it, and he nicely enough just went, yeah, I'll sign that. It is absolutely fucking brilliant.
I was wondering, Steve, sign this.
Of course, yeah, absolutely. It's one of the funniest films I've ever seen.
It's absolutely brilliant,
isn't it? Have you ever met Richard?
No, I remember meeting you briefly last year at Horrorcon, and I've seen that. It's even Horrorcon, and it's absolutely brilliant. You would be awesome.
I know, he doesn't get to come over that often. He needs to be paid to do it, and then at least have an excuse as well. But yeah, he's such a lovely man. One of the most genuinely sincere people you'd ever meet.
It just made my day. I picked it up on a wing. I was like, oh yeah, because I've still got the VHS in the film. And I picked it up, I've just never laughed so much. They're all fascinating.
And Australians are just funny anyway. I know.
But no, I just love how it was done, so I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So, my first Horrorcon. He told me this happens all the time. Well, not all the time. He told me
not round here it doesn't,
nah,
but it does.
He told me this happened at last year's Horrorcon, and I was like, alright. And literally 20 minutes into the main hall, oh hey mate, you alright? And I was like, oh my god, like this is my first like experience of this. And he just gets given stuff, like free stuff, and I was like, what the hell's going on?
So there's obviously this was a different story though, because I've met Chris and his girl a few times. He's a nice guy. He's in the video. He doesn't like speaking on camera, but he was just basically, oh, do you want to I'll give you some stuff, you know what I mean? Because I think I sent him a VHS years ago, and, you know, he's dead can. He spends far too much money on meat and stuff, but this I lent out years ago and never got back. This is Godzilla 2000. This was Japan's retaliation against the absolute clusterfuck of what Roland Emmerichs did for the film fucking Zilla. So they came back with that, and then Final Wars He had loads. I didn't want to be cheeky enough and says, dude, give us all of them, because I've got a lot of them on VHS still.
He had a massive bag full, like.
See, I've still got a lot of them on VHS. I'm a massive collector of Godzilla stuff. Like there, Godzilla, 85. And he's a lovely lad. And Godzilla Final Wars is when there's a massive like battle royale, and like Godzilla takes on Godzilla from Zilla, and he wipes the floor with him while some 41's fucking blasting. But I didn't have that, always wanted it, and then getting that back, it was an amazing gift. But yeah, there was a few people that were dead canny. The lovely couple that stopped us and went, could he come like in, like meet his wife and stuff? And
I don't know, we were just standing and he was like, alright mate, I've seen your YouTube, your videos are mint. My wife's just told us to come over and say hi. Will you come and say hi to her? And he was like, I'll be back in a minute. I was like, bye.
Nah, there's some really awesome people. It's good.
That's one thing I noticed. Every stall holder was so lovely. Like everyone was so lovely. You were just saying hi to random people you didn't even know, and that's what happens on holiday. That doesn't happen in this country.
Honestly, that's one of the best things about Horrorcon. Everyone who goes there, like Mitch and everyone was. We were doing buskers last night. And they were talking about this. You can go to like. Garfoot was on about going to a gig. Sam Fender gig, and he'd be like, you go there and everyone would be like,
yeah.
You go to a metal gig and everyone, can I get by? Yeah mate, no worries. I mean, that person probably will land on your head later on, the fucking mosh pit, you know. But again, it's like you go to the horror thing and everyone's just like, yeah, come on by, having a camera. Like you were like the wolf, stay, wait there, selfie.
If you stay there for 2 minutes. I found Santa Claus. Santa Claus. Merry Christmas.
I found Santa Claus.
There is some amazing people at Horrorcon.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's kind of just, I've got loads of new followers and people commenting and stuff. Like, it's like someone's just commented on my photo because he was actually dressed as Jason in my photo. It's just crazy.
So next year, come and say hi, and yeah, give us stuff. Just give us stuff.
And he may have a stall.
Oh, what are you doing? Put that one down.
I'm missing stuff then.
What are you looking for?
No, hang on.
That's a corker.
These two are a corker.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Right, so again, back to Graham. Amazing artist. Amazing film, Lost Souls. I will not shut up about Lost Souls. Richard Sadney's work of art.
I'm in love with these. I love these so much.
Right, these are brilliant. So that one's yours.
Oh, tap.
Do you want to go first?
Yes. So, the first time I seen this, it was like A0 size. And I was like, oh my god, like how much is that? £150 because it was only 10. And I was like, oh. But then I had the smaller version. And oh my god, I love it so much.
It's amazing.
I love the colours. Being a Halloween child, I just love the orange.
It's another cover of the film. Right, he's nice enough to sign them. Now, I have got the frames outside painted, and there'll be an outtake of me framing these. Hopefully they'll be framed straight away. And I'm guessing the two new things will take over that corner of the stack. So yeah.
It's a beautiful day outside, so
it's absolutely beaming outside.
It's lovely.
I went and got some frames before and I was just like, get back quick. So, cheap plug here, that as I said, on Friday night we filmed Scott's gig, and Scott's one of my long good friends, and to see him have his first album out is absolutely amazing. His music, Weapons, is featured in this video, either the end mashup or it's a paid. I'm not sure how it's going to appear, but we're unboxing stuff. So there's Scott's album there. So Scott was nice enough to sign me the poster. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, thank you for all your support, mate. Scott, that's awesome. That's Scott there. Scott's probably going to jump cut into it.
Awesome! Yeah!
So that was the end of the gig the other night. Scott pulling a funny face, as he always does. And this is his album here, 21st Century Love, now out to buy. More physical. And download it. It has got loads of artists and guests on it. So I want to unbox it there. Nice and white. There. So it's got loads of like... Check that out. I'm actually in it.
Oh my god!
Thank you, mate.
Brian is as well.
Thank you very much, mate. I did not realise I got a big thank you in there.
Oh, Brian Nicholson's in there too. I think he took one of the photos.
I'm absolutely over the moon with that. So yes, the album does feature stuff like Baz Wayne, Mantis is on there, Ryder, John Woff, 1975, Flora
Fiona
Bryce. But yeah, amazing 80s throwback music. As I say, Weapons is actually weapon of choice. We also call it Weapons because that's what it was originally called, I think. Track 3 on that album. So yeah, if you like the music, that album is out now to buy. Thank you very much, Scott.
Definitely recommend it.
Alright, cool. Yes, we do the...
Where is that?
Where is the sauce?
That was on the table at Buskers last night.
Right, but there's video footage of me at the stall trying the sauce out. I'm going to try a crisp.
Yeah.
A crisp.
Going straight in.
Yeah, try them as well. They're really nice.
Jeepers Reapers, a nightmare. Sauce, like it.
We still got that bottle of water.
She's just spicy, isn't it? I'll give you a bottle of water. Do you want a water?
It won't help.
See now, just purely on that reaction,
This one's also quite spicy. Maybe go for that one
that
too.
one, did you go for Nightmare? Did you?
Yeah. I went
for Nightmare.
Right, I'll try Nightmare.
Oh, okay.
Then I'll decide if you're just being soft or not.
Yeah, do you want to try this cake? It's amazing.
Brittany, try this. It's cheap mild. Yeah, I've got to say it's strength. I like that, so.
Give it them anyway.
No.
And then the burn comes. And then it'll sit there for about a good 5 minutes, but it wears off after that.
Right, so I did meet a lot of people. Obviously Sean Pertwee and Corey Feldman are coming up in this. And funny story back to me and Killian. I sent Killian a big box VHS of the Monster Squad. It has its own video on YouTube, and this is Monster Squad, the question book for my collection of Killian's books. Now, Killian was nice enough to sign it, as well as Duncan, the main vampire, and I've signed it. Now, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this book yet, because it's a nice, obviously, one-of-a-kind 3 signatures, because it was bought at Horrorcon. So we're not sure what's going to do with that, because Killian gives it to sign it. Duncan is on camera with us. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah.
Did Brittany get a message?
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry. Yeah, you're right though. Yeah, you're right. Sorry. Yeah, cheers. That's the only thing you ever need to know to have a
So, meet you.
Got it awesomely signed.
Enjoy the book.
You dropped the book.
Every time. So there was Duncan. I have cut out Corey Feldman out because I wanted to save Corey Feldman, because Corey Feldman interrupts that filming, because that's when he would walk past. So we'll get to Corey Feldman in a bit. But thanks very much, Killian, for that, and thanks Duncan for signing it. All I remember Duncan from is the vampire from Monster Squad, when he suddenly flashes, and I can't even get up there to get the face. Check out the video, because if you check out the video of Killian and me, I'll try and put any video I talk about in the description below, because there's a bit where I was arty-farty, and I think my head changes to Jack Skeleton, because I've got a massive Jack Skeleton up there in the corner when I did the video. But thanks, Killian. Next video. Next clip. Get in, I get a drop it now. I'm gonna have this, Killian. Thank you very much. Doesn't make any sense, does it? So here are the 2 books by Killian H. Gore. They are the quiz book of the Burbs and the Thing. I want to point something out, and I want to be serious for a minute. The first Horrorcon video, I accidentally dropped Killian's book, and it's been an ongoing joke. But every time I chuck it, it's funny. It will not be as funny as when Jack went to chuck it out the car door and opened his car into somebody else's. So Killian's got his little outtake there. Loads of questions, definitely pick that up. We were in the horror movies. Know where to chuck it, Killian.
Linda Hamilton. That's her name.
We said called her Linda Hammer before.
Oh shit! I just pinked your door. Oh yeah. Fuck, how close was that? I nearly fucking hit their door.
Fucking outtake.
Shit! They're not getting out, so they mustn't be fucking bothered. sweet little drawer. Let's just fucking act cool and cash.
No.
Yeah.
Jackson. First time I've even heard about that.
He was skeet, sorry mate. It's all on camera. Again, another video plug. But yep, going back to that. There it is. The hot sauce. Tried to give it out to Buskers last night.
It's actually quite nice. It's quite tasty.
But if you did have a lot more of that, you'd be cream cracking.
It's hot, though.
It's hot. It's hot. It's hot.
So that was Liam Carr, and that was from Buskers last night. Liam's an amazing singer, a twin as well, which is quite creepy, filming two twins. But yeah, some people don't think it's hot. It stinks.
Oh.
We're going to go straight into some more Laserdiscs because this is from last night. This is the Buskers night as well. So Busker Night is a series I film every week, and we just basically we go out there to film some proper bands, but end up wasted. The videos get stupider and stupider. It's a wacky cast of people, and give me the bottom
hanging
first.
Right now.
Yeah. So I've got 2 Laserdiscs, and my friend Mitch is a massive Blade Runner fan, and I picked up Blade Runner, and Mitch, I messaged him. I was like, oh, what's that? So this is from Lee again, so Lee had 2, so I went back and got a different one. This is a different cover, and I cut the footage of Mitch looking at them. So we've got this. Oh, we've got this one. But I can't have both, and I wasn't going to let someone else buy one, so...
Oh!
But you know what you can't have?
Damn.
So yeah, I kept that one, so they're a set of a pair. It's an amazing looking laser. Again, I'm a massive Laserdisc collector. Now, there's another Laserdisc, there's 2 more Laserdiscs, but I bought that, and I was getting right, okay, and then I seen this next Laserdisc, okay, like, and I was like, don't want it because I fucking love this movie. I absolutely do. I can literally grab the VHS because it's got its own space. I've even still got the video game on Mega Drive. Now, I want to show you a legit shock reaction by Mitch Ladd. You know what you can't have, which is rare as fuck, which I had to buy.
You replaced it.
I didn't. How rare is that? Oh my god.
I mean,
Japanese
it's very
just stormy.
Mitch might have some evidence right there. Camera. Oh, there's evidence in his hands there.
Careful, Feldman's on the same reel as his.
Hiya, Feldman.
So there we go, Moonwalker VHS. Moonwalker on Japanese import. £25. So Lee at Soul Thumbs was that amazing. He does a massive deal for £30 for all the stuff I keep mentioning I got from Lee. He's a great guy, great shop. That's Moonwalker and VHS. Me and Mitch once stayed up stupid o'clock in the morning trying to complete Moonwalker on Mega Drive, where you run around looking for kids in cupboards. It's like, Michael! And I just love it, and everyone dances around. I mean, I can't do any crazy Michael Jackson moves, but I just think I love it. To have the Laserdisc as well, so that actually needs to get it. I've got my last vinyl sleeve. That generally is going straight in a vinyl protector. Look at that. Someone's going to get some link saves for me at HMV when I go in. Have to remind us, Bumblebee comes out today. Anyway, next bit of footage.
What's your favourite ice cream?
Tutti fucking fruity.
Damn right.
Brittany. Brittany.
Oh my god, it's One-Eyed Willy!
It's not One-Eyed Willy.
Stole a poster. It was on the floor. Look, it's got footprints on it.
Look who I found. I didn't see them last year, but I never saw them after the
You
bar.
didn't? We was wandering around. We like doing like Benny Hill sketch. I was like, where is he? Where is he? And you running around somewhere else.
Well, you shouldn't have been dressed as a nurse.
You can't say anything because that's Corey Feldman, not Corey Haim. I heard you.
Did you hear that?
I've done that twice now. Twice I've called him Corey Haim.
I heard you saying, I was just like,
I don't know what it is.
Look at this pro settle.
I was at the bar and who was your favourite? I was like, oh, Corey Haim was ace, he was really cool. He's dead.
So, I met Duncan, I met a few other people, and Sean Preed is an amazing actor, and somewhere there is Blue Juice, not on Brit's head, is Blue Juice. It's one of my favourite films. Sean's an amazing actor, and I was thinking, right, what do I get signed by Sean? Now, if you didn't know, my cousin was the producer of Dog Soldiers. It's a running joke, it always has been, and meeting Sean, there's a funny story about this. Now, to my right, you can see these films here. I recently sent these all the way to America, to Scott Man. He's a good friend of mine, and he signed all my films of his. You can give Piers Brosnan a nice beard. There's the tournament, that's how I know most of all these people. And yeah, he signed all this stuff. Now, my friend Mark McQueen, who worked on the tournament and Final Score, was like, right, I want to sign it. And I was like, well, can I send you like Ready Teddy Death and Devil's Playground? And I was just about to send them. And then I was thinking, right, what shall I get Sean Pertwee to sign? I always say Wuzzle Gorgeous Son. And I thought about it, and I thought everyone's going to do Dog Soldiers. So I took Dog Soldiers, and I was like, do I sign it? Now I spoke to Keith, I said, shall I get him to sign it? And Keith said, get him to sign that VHS. Now this was the second day.
Oh my goodness. Hi honey. Hi, I'm doing good. I'm doing great.
Just after
This is an app that I discovered. I was like, this is awesome. I love this. What colour do you want on this, honey?
There you go, Mitty. That's awesome.
Your last though.
Don't know how those work in there.
You're on a good day. Sundays are really calm.
Who was it you that had the Laserdisc?
Yesterday was really busy.
Because I had a Laserdisc player. I remember it was so sort of
Happy that you didn't
trendy, and then they went out. You know, it just didn't work anymore and stuff like that. Yeah, no, it's like album covers. It's the same thing.
I want to get that one from him. Yeah, today it's really nice.
So Dog Soldiers are signed, VHS, Sausages, and yeah, I've had that since the day it came out. It is coming out on Blu-ray. I did meet Jambo Shango and Ralph Mole, Freddy Krueger. The first time I met him, he was dressed as Freddy Krueger. And Papa Shango there. So yeah, cut to them guys because they had some awesome brand new German imports of Dog Soldiers.
I was really into that. Alright, dude, are you filming me? You could have told me.
I was filming you over there as well.
Was you? We're talking about how sexy his voice was.
Alright, so what
I kid you not, that's what the missus said. Would you then?
Remember the I'll count.
Although the silver does leave a bit of a black.
You're never fucking happy, you are. Never happy.
The VHS.
VHS.
Oh, that's nice. I thought you would have done big box edition.
Well, I actually did the Laserdisc edition yesterday. To sign it, he's going to rip the cover off. It's going to be on the box.
So he's basically going to do an unboxing.
He's going to do an unboxing.
Now, you're going to see a bit quickly of Short and like waiting in the queue, Short and Dog Soldiers. But going back to that whole story, I wanted him to sign Devil's Playground, even though he's briefly in it. This is now going to go to Mark, and Mark's going to sign it. And maybe see if Mark can get Fairbass to sign it, because Craig Fairbass is in London Heights. Maybe he's not, but yeah. Thank you very much, Sean, for them. And I did get one more thing signed now. When I met him, he was awesome. And if you're going to unbox something, right, you're going to unbox it in style. And what better way to unbox a never before opened Laserdisc that still had its wrapper on, which was $11.99 from HMV 635. Not sure where that is. Never opened before, so you get Sean Pertwee to open it.
Was that Laserdisc?
I found I've seen Dog Soldiers on VHS, all that before, and you're going to have to rip the plastic to sign it.
We did a show in Wrexham a couple of weekends ago. Sam came over to do it. The reason why I married is because Sam was when we were making that movie. I was being single, but I met this lady and he said, "We need to dinner tonight." And she never left my house for 5 years. So Sam is responsible for my marriage.
Rip it off, stick still on the board. Just pull it off.
Right, so you want this to Stephen as well?
Yeah, that's. See, I couldn't find Blue Juice, that was the next thing.
I'm trying to get a second, Alan.
Yeah, that's when we have money in the film industry, man. We were on the 007 stage. We had like 3 separate units. We had the Lewis and Clark, which was shipped by fleet. And it literally nearly went to the end of this thing. It was on 2 levels. And the whole set was on gimbals. So when we went through the story, the whole set, you actually felt like you were in this spaceship. You really did. So everything worked. You touched anything. It was lit by Adrian Alien. So it's that weird, sick feeling. I don't think it's dated. It's like it's one of those films. Because we didn't use too much CGI. They used it on the model and stuff like that.
The fastest going past us in the edge belt. The whole film looks mental.
It's one big glaring mistake though. It goes when Barry goes, when Lawrence Fishburne goes, it's like a deep freeze in here, and then the bottom horse goes past. But it's well, you watch it now, you go, big mistake. Obviously very important.
But I've got to couldn't find Bluetooth on VHS. It's awesome. Thank you.
Absolutely. Checking my best to Keith, man. Yeah. Alright. So he's a good luck finding a Laserdisc player now.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Where is he?
So is that a Laserdisc? It is, Sean. It is. And Stu Stephen, best wishes. And he's put Smithies as well. That's obviously his character's name. And started drawing some of the fucking creepy shit. I just love this film. I've done the commentary for this as well. Again, it's the reason why I bought the flyer. There should be another flyer. I'm sure I bought 2.
Another what?
You know, the Event Horizon flyers.
There's nothing in here at all.
That's really weird, like. No, hang on. There was just one. Because it was £5, because Silver Bullet was from the same guy.
Right.
So yeah, there's not another, but at least there's one more. So that was in my collection. That's been in my Event Horizon. You probably see it in the Event Horizons, just have its stickers on. So Sean Pertwee opened that as well. I am going to get that framed. But he was so nice. He was so nice. And I don't want to like use loads of footage, but obviously he's going to keep jumping in. See there, he was just in it again randomly.
He was amazed. He was like, "Is that a laser disc?"
Is that a laser disc?
And then in it again. And then in it again, he was just so nice. So yeah, he says hi to Keith as well, which was awesome, breaking that 4th wall. It's a small world, but yeah. Thank you very much, Sean. Right, last Laserdisc, and we are coming to a close on this video. Not really. We're going to save the best to last, to be honest with you. Again with Sean, I'm a massive John Carpenter fan, and that is Village of the Damned. And you know who's in this, don't you? You know who's in this?
No.
What's she called? What's she called from Dream a Little Dream? Martha.
Oh.
Martha.
I don't think she's called Martha, like.
She is.
Who commented on that photo?
No, Martha from Dream a Little Dream, the girl.
The girl who commented on my photo on Instagram.
Martha.
She's not called Martha.
She is called Martha.
She's not like.
She's called Martha. Now this is The Children of the Damned. Martha is in it from Dream a Little Dream. There's a funny story about that in a second. It's not a gatefold. There it is. Yes, I've just fingered. Laserdisc. I don't have a Laserdisc player. I just love the artwork of Casper's children on the front cover. Beware of the children. Look at them. Christopher Reeve, Kirstie Allen. You got her?
Yeah, she's actually called Meredith Salinger.
Meredith Salinger. Meredith Salinger starred in Dream a Little Dream alongside Corey Feldman and Corey Haim. Do a Killian joke there. And she, nice enough, wished me happy birthday. And then a day later, Corey Feldman actually wished me happy birthday. That's before we met him. So he's awesome.
Not my doing at all.
Not your doing at all. But yeah, that is Village of the Damned. So I have a mystery box. Thank you very much. Cheers, mate. At this top table. We're not going to stay at this angle very long. There's this to talk about what we got next.
Oh, look, what else?
Your picture.
Right.
Stripe.
I'm thinking this next. Yep.
Give me the Hatter's box. Hatter's box. Hatter's box next. Does it say Hatter's top table? Amazing artists. And strangely enough, there's nothing of Hatter's in this room until now. We'll see. I'm going to put the Frog Brothers thing up there. I don't know what's in this box. Right.
Didn't it fall out the boot?
Fell out the fuck. Okay, this is random as fuck. So we've got like a voodoo
I like that.
Mexican dead girl.
I might put that in my car.
Do you know this box is for me? We've got a spinal column pen. Look at that!
Look at that.
That's amazing, that.
I like that.
That's awesome. There's loads of badges in it, but this is the main bit of it. Welcome to Camp Crystal Lake. How mint is that?
Oh,
thank you very much,
God.
guys. That is awesome, that.
I love that.
That is amazing.
I love that.
You do realise that's going to have to go on top of the fish tank. We'll clear it up. So when I take the picture for Arrow, that will live on top of the fish tank.
That's amazing.
So, got a couple of stickers. Screaming Hand, Frankenstein, another face for you.
Oh.
Guys, thank you very much for this.
That's mint.
A dead banana. They look, oh, Hufflepuff, Harry Potter badges.
Yay.
You can have them in your hat. There we go. We've got We All Float Down Here. Penny, thank you very much, guys. This is mint.
Can I have that for me coat?
Oh wow, he fucking totally knew. Lost Boys keyring.
Oh, look at that. Can I have that for me coat?
Yeah, cause you. Didn't he say he was going to put a picture of me off last night and put it in the key rings?
He was actually going to get the picture of us with Corey published, like printed and put it on a key ring, and he was going to be like, oh guys, look at this key ring, and then it'd be us. Oh, what a guy.
Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much, another Harry Potter.
What an absolute guy.
That is awesome. Thank you very much. Right, we're back on this side again, mainly because I need a bit of space. We are pretty much near the end of this. Now, this has got nothing to do with horror at all, and I need a jump cut. So I've seen this, and this I honestly don't know where this is going to go. Now there is a UV light running right around us. You've got some badges off your head. I don't know where this is going to go. It would look mint, maybe it's in that corner. I don't know. I don't even know this will be an outtake. This is something that I might have to think about.
This is an accidental find.
This is one of 10 available to buy to the public. This is a commission piece. I got a deal on it. It was the guy next to Graham. I'm not even going to take it out if it's plastic. Well, fuck.
Oh my god, I forgot how pretty it is.
Now, I'm a massive fan of True Romance. That is absolutely outstanding. Now, I got to meet Christian Slater last year. He was so nice. Just bumped into him after the play. I've got cuffs up there signed by him. That is just so class. There might be one outtake of that. You see how it glows in the UV light. But that is unbelievable. And thank you very much for giving me an offer on it. Because it was just in his... It wasn't even on spare. It was just in the background. It was, oh yeah, it's just like, I've just pulled my horror stuff out. But that is amazing. I unfortunately don't know who drew it. But thank you very much. There hopefully will be an outtake of that. That's the last thing I'm buying today. This has cost me a fortune. This is your fault, bad salesman.
Good salesman.
So, the last thing I bought happens to be the first thing I bought. Now, last year, I seen this, and I just walked past it, you know, when I was going around. I mean, last year, straight away, I met Jeffrey Combs and got that signed. So Jeffrey Combs, that's the one thing I got signed off Jeffrey. Jeffrey? And I've just been mentioning Christian Slater, there's cuffs signed, big box VHS.
Yeah, they also all come in varying colours and shit. Yeah.
Come.
Sorry, this is quite a large bag. I thought.
You know what got work? There was when he says...
Seen this, had to buy it. I seen this, and I seen somebody walking past with it about half an hour later, then realised there was something unique about this. And I'm not going to lie, I have thought about buying this. Now, there will be an outtake of my bedroom, and there is a picture of me and my late granddad, who I lost a couple of years ago, unfortunately. And it's a picture from America, and I am holding a little Godzilla. I have the Godzilla in there, and I found a Mechagodzilla at a boot sale, and they actually propped the picture up. Normally used to live in this room, but it means so much to us that it's in there. and I had to buy this. Now Brit's nice enough to just unbox it. This is so heavy. This is hand sculpted. It's a Godzilla head, and what was so unique about it, it is half and half, so it's a Mecha Godzilla on one side. So I'm over the moon to buy it. The guy is an amazing artist. It is not the last thing, because if I walk to the side, Brittany
This is
actually
my fault.
bought this
Off the same guy.
off the same guy.
What a guy. Well, when you were like, how much you want for that? I was expecting like 150, wasn't I? Because of the size and the weight of it. £40.
£40. Thank you very much. I was gonna. I should have took this back and got it signed. I love it that much. But I seen someone pass it last year. I was like, well, yeah, this I just had to buy it. It's the first thing I bought. And Brittany bought this guy.
Yeah. So my stepdad. It's Father's Day next month, and my stepdad is a huge fan because I'm a fan. This was bought on day 2. That was bought Saturday. This was bought Sunday. So you didn't have this on the stall on Saturday, but I'm so excited to give him this. Look at that. That is amazing. He's so heavy as well. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I'm really excited to give my stepdad that.
Every time we're at buskers and we get drunk, Mitch puts on
Stick it out.
and everyone's just dancing around the tables like idiots.
Stick out your heart.
But yeah.
Really, really.
So, hopefully you've been interested in this video, and we'll save the best to last here. Now, I've been a massive fan of the two Coreys ever since I was a kid. Corey Feldman was in every film as a kid. He's in the Goonies, he's in the Gremlins, he's in Friday the 13th. He's the voice of Donatello. I was always a fan of Donatello, then I found out that Corey Feldman was the voice of that and it blew my mind. Anyway, big fan of Corey Haim as well, and again, you've just seen at the very start of this video with Demolition University, I've been trying to track down retro VHSs, trying to find his entire collection and films. It's hard work. Now, unfortunately, Corey Haim passed, and funny enough, when Corey Haim died, and no funny joke, he was literally about 5 minutes down the road from us, because I was in Burbank when it happened, and I was just like, Christ, like, someone I've always wanted to meet and was a bit of inspired by has just died down the road. I was just like really shocked by this. And then when we booked tickets, Corey Feldman was not announced, and I'm at the moment directing a video called SSSN 54. I'm calling it an assassin, you know, but it's for Blade the Mystic Dragon. It's almost like an anagram. We had all set up, we were ready to film, and Brittany was like, so, what's happening?
Corey Feldman's coming to Horrorcon!
Yeah. He's there.
Yeah, oh my god!
And the news dropped, obviously Killian and that told us that obviously Corey Feldman was announced for Horrorcon, and it was mental. And I thought, you know what? I sat and thought about it, and it's got all the stuff in this room, and I thought everyone's going to take the Lost Boys. Now I did take the Lost Boys, and I got it signed for Marley, Pearson's little son, because Pearson had recently been at Buskers, and he was like, right. So it all started rolling, didn't it? Because Corey was coming, and Corey's been chatting Brittany up on social media in a funny way. He's nice enough to say happy birthday, and he was late, but you know, he turned up like he's just floated in there.
At least he turned up.
At least he turned up. We did have a couple of cancellations this year. But I sat in this room and I was like, right, everyone's going to take the Lost Boys. I've got the Lost Boys poster in the corner of the room. The Frog Brothers are not on that.
Literally thought about this for days.
I've thought about this for days, what to get signed. I've got standees, I've got cutouts, I've got Lost Boys and VHS. I've got some really obscure stuff. Legion, Illegal Entry. I've got, what else is up there? Dream a Little Dream 1 and 2, Lucky Flitz. Obviously Stand By Me, Blown Away. The Burbs. Fortune Hunters. I mean, Christ, there's some weird films of Corey Feldman in this room. But I wanted to take something that unique. And I chose 3 items.
Hi, how are you? Very nice, very nice. How are you?
So good.
So good.
How are you?
Glad to meet you finally.
I know. I'm so off. Thank you for wishing me my guy side.
Now, first off, I got probably not just the rarest VHS I've got of Corey. This is the first thing I got signed. It was the thing. I'm just thinking there. This is like, there's a good story about finding this in a charity shop. It's a big spongy box, and this is Edge of Honor. He signed right across his face. Maybe it's because, you know, this is at the time before he went into, I think this is one of the last films he did before he went into rehab back then. I enjoy it. It's got Patrick Swayze's brother in it, but he signed right across his face. But that's awesome to have it. It's retros out. But that was good. Brittany drew a picture. Remember, Brittany drew the Goonies, so Brittany drew a picture.
Oh, so I drew a picture of Corey Feldman, for Corey Feldman to sign. And he was quite blown away by it, wasn't he?
Yeah, and he did make a reference about the nose.
He said, why did you give me Michael Jackson's nose? I mean,
true story.
How do I say it? What do I say to that?
Anybody goes first? Yeah, that's not a short time.
No, it's not like it. So you want me to sign that?
I'm going to take 5 for both of you.
It's charcoal.
And one pencil and then just find out. I drew him a Goonies one for his birthday. And I kind of inspired me to draw sorry, my mouth is so off today. Okay, so we're doing one autograph at 45 plus 25 and 5.
What's that?
Is that what you want to do? Like, so it's
You did give me Michael Jackson's nose.
So we're jumping in, jumping out.
That's pretty cool. You guys definitely have got all the good ones. I forget about Life of Fritz. That's what I play in English.
Really?
Jumping in, jumping out. He was awesome just to let us film and stuff like that. Normally some people go, whoa, wait a minute. But no, he was nice. His wife is nice. His friends was nice. Carl did a great job at filming this and capturing this. Again, I just want to show bits where he's signing it and getting blown away because there's a couple of good stories. Now, we did get a photo op. We'll just quickly show you the photo op the next day. That's the frame. There's a frame outside drying. But yeah, he was really cool. And also Steel Town Music plug. Matty Connor's favourite place. And yeah, this is one.
This is gonna
so
be...
yeah, another jump cut. Another jump cut because it needs a jump cut. Again, the VHS was one thing, and that's a film I was just like, right, you know, he's the only person I signed, and that's cool. And this is someone I chose because I like this. And it's called The Birthday, right? And we're going to cut to the footage because Brittany talked about Rock and Roll High School, and he went.
I love Rock and Roll High School.
He then mentioned the birthday, and just as he mentioned the birthday,
I'm surprised you guys know Rock and Roll High School. That's a classic. You know when you did. Oh, look at that! Look at that!
I know, that's amazing.
Now that's the great thing about coming to Europe. You have real movies. You know if you can find that here.
So just let them know that it's fine.
But I'm saying they're selling it here at the convention. I haven't seen it yet.
He has a great story about life from my daughter.
Oh, nice.
We've just done it.
So this one is to you.
We've just done a video for his birthday. And I actually titled it The Birthday because we've just watched that. So I titled it The Birthday.
You know how rare this is? Can you just sign one of these? Yeah. I think I've maybe signed like 2 or 3 of them in my whole life. So nobody has it. I mean, people in America, when I do the cons and I say, well, my favorite movie is called The Birthday, and everybody sits there deadpan. They have no idea. Yeah, they have no idea.
So yeah, he's only ever signed a couple of these. You've just heard it from himself. I'm so proud to own this. Now, there is going to be a little bit of a jump here. I did film Corey's entire Q&A, which is I'll try and put on a separate video. Also a very funny Q&A at the very end. I'll tell you who else is there. But yeah, basically, this is pretty. There's one more cool sign I got. One thing I got to. There's a room full of about 150 people. and I'm filming this, and I'm like, right, okay, this is going really well, you know, it's quite fun. They're talking about the Goonies, they're talking about the Gremlins, they're talking about Corey Haim, they're talking about the Lost Boys, they might even talk about Stand By Me. And the questions go around the room, and one guy went like, what's it like being Slash? Jump cut. What's it like going from Donatello to Slash? You know, and you're like, and like that would everyone, he answered that all right.
Yeah.
Okay, was there another question up at the back there? Yes.
Yeah. I met you earlier and we had a conversation.
That's not my fault.
We had a conversation about the birthday, and you mentioned how rare it is. So could you just just explain how much that movie means to you? Because I know that's one of your favourites.
Okay, so how many of you, show of hands, have heard of the film The Birthday? See what I'm talking about? Even in Europe, you're the only one.
So yeah, that guy was on about like Turtles, and then Brittany was like, the guy who asked it literally was like where the Thing poster was, and Brittany's like, and you think that they would go the other side of the room, and Brittany went. What did you say? You said something like, the birthday, tell us something about the birthday.
I said, the exact words were, I met you earlier, and he said, well, it wasn't my fault. And I was like, okay. And I said, oh, we had a discussion about the birthday, about how rare it was. And I just wanted to ask you to elaborate to the room and basically inform the room more about it, because I know it's one of your proudest pieces of work.
And he literally went on about a 10-minute rant. It was mint. It was mint. He actually asked how many people in the room had seen it. And me and Britt both put our hands up, and I think one other person had. And I think, you know, like, we've done a review for it and released it. I am going to re-edit that review and obviously put a little bit in there, and obviously put the whole Q&A answer in, because this video will be epically long. It'll just how it comes out in the edit. And you know what? He was so nice.
He was lovely.
Because it was I was just talking about before when we met Duncan from Monster Squad, he came past and he came on and said, hey, again, before he went shopping.
Yeah.
And it was like like, but like he felt so comfortable with us when we walked past. He was just like, hey guys, you're right again, like cuddle.
His queue finally went down, and then I was like, oh, we'll not see him again, the photo op. Then he just came wandering out. And then he like turned around and he went, oh hi, yeah. I went, oh hi. I give him another cuddle. And then he just went shopping.
So just a quick jump cut while he was on about shopping. There is my biggest gremlin. He's huge. He hides up in the corner. That is a live cast one. It's, you know, stays up there. Obviously the light is glowing in my face. But we got a little story about a poster and a tattoo. Now, last year I got to meet Billy Worth from the Lost Boys, and he was fucking awesome as well. I took the VHS for that, hidden aside, because he's on the box. I talked about before Corey Feldman, even his name's the top credit bill in the film. Obviously, he is not on the box, and that's why they added them on Blu-ray years later. Now, to do this, now, again, what to take to get signed. Now, I have two items, both original. And the Burbs is in the hallway. It's a massive poster, and we've both read Choreography.
Yeah.
Which is an amazing book. That was on the cards to take. We didn't take it. And I know that The Burbs is a loved film, but I know Feldman himself does not have very fond memories, especially about Bubbles, the chimpanzee, wrecking his room, and Joe Johnny going, why is Michael Jackson's monkey destroying your trailer? That's a really funny story in the book. So I had a poster, and there is going to be a bit of footage about that corner. Lost Boys poster is on the back of my door. There's a Lost Boys 3 poster there, hidden by everything, with Jumanji sign there at the moment, along with Pennywise's balloon. Right, I've just said I was in the corner doing something. For the first time in a while, I've misplaced some footage. It'll probably turn up. You know, there's a lot of years of footage of my life on camera. I'm normally not too like, oh, what the fuck did I put that? Especially when I'm on about the Lost Boys poster behind here. I don't want to show you what that is. You know, I see that. There's a bit more coming. But yeah, it was basically, I had to take that off, I had to pull the wall down and pull this poster up pristine. I kept it flat. Now the tournament poster, for example, is just there. So the posters were there, so I had to move all this, and I made a right racket, and the camera was just filming on the shelf. And yeah, so well, it's that late on Friday night. I can't find this footage. I made this video even longer. Apologies, my OCD's kicked in that I've lost some footage. Well, there we go. You still can't see what behind us, just another outtake, you know. I was like, this is where the camera angle was. Brittany, were you on the phone, weren't you? What the hell's this noise?
Yeah, I was on the phone, yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, next outtake, or next bit of footage of Feldman.
Got me hopes up there.
So as you can see in the corner, I wrecked that corner, so that post, there's been a poster in that corner for ages. It was also, funny enough, a story from the past where in my old house, funny story, when I used to be under contracts where I couldn't go, I love these fucking things. My house was stripped bare because we were filming a show. There was one poster put up and I just got it, and it was just when this film was coming out. I'd bought it, it was on the thing, it was on the wall, and there's a bit of footage where I was all dressed in pink because it matched, and I jumped out and I started going macho. I'm not putting the footage in. Macho man. The footage has just been edited in there, hasn't it? So quickly, that's it. The poster was in the background. You know now what the poster is, if you can like freeze frame it. But yeah, when that video got released along with the rest of the show, Warner Brothers actually give permission for the poster to be in the background because I was like, that's not going to go in it. And they were like, no, it's fine, you can use it. I was like, for fuck's sake. So that poster though has been up there for ages, and it's the one I just decided to take.
I was on the phone to him while he was getting it off the wall, and all I heard was...
This is Lost Boys, the third, signed by Corey Feldman, which is awesome. Cut the footage of him signing it.
Really? Yes.
So I have that in
Germantown. Good catch, good save.
Sorry for the shaky cam, not good at this.
Stephen's introduced me to... well, it's our call request, isn't it? But he's introduced me to all the movies that I've never seen. So...
He knows his stuff. He's a true cinephile.
There's actually a VHS in the suitcase at the hotel that unboxed as well, isn't there?
So yeah, that's like an original release poster. As you can see, it's quite lightly as well, so it blasts through. I do have had give a little bit of grief for this poster. It does say the Frog Brothers are back. Jameson Newlander is missing from that. Jameson Newlander should be at next year's Horrorcon. And I just want to say, I nearly forgot about that. If you cut back to last year, I am fucking positive I say Corey Feldman is an idea. Cut back to last year. And I've already got one of these, but it's great to have another one. It's a Horrorcon official cup from 2016. I've got to say this in the middle of this video, wherever this is going to land or whatever. I might have mentioned this more than once. You've got to go to Horrorcon. There's no point, like this video is probably not going to come out at least Monday or even Tuesday. But you've got to go to Horrorcon next year. Absolutely amazing. Started brainstorming who could be guests next year. Danny Glover. Danny Glover right down there. It's got some horror films in them. Edward Furlong movies now. Corey Feldman, definitely. Corey Feldman, put him on the list. Yeah, Corey Feldman. Just looking around who you could get. Tony Todd, yeah, Tony Todd. So random. Could get my cousin Keith to go. Get some of the cast of Dog Soldiers. That would be awesome. Sean Pertwee, Kevin McKidd. Yeah, Spoon. Random. It took us ages to find where I had a prediction last year about who would be at Horrorcon, and I was like, I'd definitely say Corey Feldman. I had no idea. I did not remember that I predicted Sean Pertwee to be fucking in there.
And you even mentioned Keith as well.
Yeah, fuck
wow.
Hell. Oh, my guts are out, Coop.
Wow. That was a lovely Horrorcon outtake, that.
Yeah, that totally blew my mind, that. Hopefully it is. It's like it was no footage then, it's just jump cut because I didn't say it. But no, I honestly think he was in, I honestly think that I said that last year, that Corey Feldman would be a pipe dream. So maybe someone watched the video last year and went, maybe it's Corey Feldman. But I don't even know who I'd pick for next year. Horror icons, I mean, they could get Robert Englund again. He'd be pretty good. Tyler Mane, he'd be pretty good. I don't know, who else could maybe... Alex Winter, he's in the Lost Boys. He'd be probably doing Bill and Ted like. I definitely think James Newland would be a good one. Like Zach Gillivan from the Gremlins.
Well, he's doing Manchester
He does quite a
80s
few.
this year.
Yeah. But no, he would be a good addition to Horrorcon, I think. Craig Conway from Dog Soldiers, he would be good. Who else? Horror icons.
I said Jamie Lee Curtis, didn't I?
That's a big
But
pull,
you said
that though.
London.
Yeah, that'll be a London job.
You know, if Jamie Lee Curtis went, I'd take a copy of My Girl. Because she's the stepmom in My Girl.
Dear. But no, there's some good ones. So, one last jump cut, I think.
Lost Boys tattoo as well.
Oh, really? Let me see.
I had to get you padded all the way up there. On the shoulders.
That's me up there?
Definitely.
Up there? Yeah. Awesome. That's, let's see. Frog Brothers. Who's that? The tongue out. Ed. You got Brooke? Who's that? Brooke? Yeah. Let me take a picture. Hold on.
I had to get a bit of Gremlins to fill in the bottom.
You can be alright to get a picture.
Almost forgot about it. Again, talking about Billy Worth last year, I was like, I've got a tattoo of you. And he was like, what the fuck? And he got up, now Billy Worth is tattooed there. Death by Stereo. And I was like, right, should I say it? Now, after I got all this stuff signed, I was like, I've got a tattoo of you. And obviously, straight away, there's a Gremlin and there's a Jason. That's not a tattoo of Corey, I do have the Frog Brothers. Now, it's been the thing before, James Newlander loved this, Alex Winter loved it over social media, and Corey Feldman has seen it before, but this footage is absolutely brilliant.
That is very difficult. Do you want me to take a photo of that? Is dedication. I hope you got that.
It's just the whole, I mean, Carl did a great job here. Brittany turns around the right way. Hiya, Brittany. Puts his sunglasses down and Corey Feldman takes a picture of me.
Yeah.
Should have charged you for a selfie. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, it might appear on his Twitter page. His Twitter, his Instagram. But to have Corey Feldman take a picture of that, it's just like, wow.
Can I just say, if you're watching this, Corey Feldman, thank you so much. Like, not even just for the weekend, like the Instagram comments and
wishing
this one a happy birthday, because like it means so much to him, like completely, and I'm so glad that I was there, that I got to be there to meet you with him when I know how much of a fan he is, and just thank you for being so great.
You had just finished his book as well, hadn't you?
I deliberately read that before Horrorcon.
You need to read that book. Like that book.
Yeah, I recommend.
Is absolutely brilliant. It's home wrote.
It's autobiography. It's actually
awesome.
by him. It's amazing.
It is a really, really phenomenal book. I think I've got it here.
I'm not usually a big biography reader, but I give that 5 stars on Goodreads.
It's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Thank you very much. So, I hope you've enjoyed the Horrorcon video. As I said, there might be a vlog video as well of stuff that didn't make this video. It is ridiculously long. I hope I haven't forgot anything. I'm just going to spin around in the room so you can see all the stuff this man came from hell. I love Horrorcon. The last couple of years have been awesome. This is by far the best. Travelling down, making a whole weekend of it. Carl should have been here because Carl did get some cool stuff as well.
Yeah, and it was Carl's first time, like mine as well.
Just the whole experience. I mean, from Scott's gig to Buskers last night, it's been a phenomenal weekend.
Yeah.
Everyone we met was amazing. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in the outtakes.
Hi guys. Hey, how are you? Good to see you. How's everything?
Good to see you.
I was asking for your CV, Mike.
We'll see you for our...
Okay, we're going to do a little bit of shopping here. So.
Oh, enjoy.
Words are the weapon of choice, are the weapon of choice.
Hello, I'm Steve Mason, and what? For fuck's sake, man, who's this? Cav. So it's Friday today, and there's going to be outtakes from 2 days ago, one from yesterday, and stuff like that. It's took a long time to make this video this year. So much footage, obviously. That's my phone going off there. I've broke my phone the last couple of days. Brand new phone, had it 48 hours, broke that. It's been a nightmare. Had to go all over, speak to loads of people, been trying to render it. I've had BT drilling a hole in the wall. I'm ranting. But this is what Lonely Tree is like, videos and all kinds of stuff. So like, share and subscribe to the channel. There's going to be an outtake of that in a bit, but that is the Godzilla I'm on about. I'm going to pull it in quickly with my hand. So there, that's a picture of me from 1981 holding Godzilla. And I found Mechagodzilla, and I put saying that holds a picture up of my late granddad and his pen. So yeah, I tried putting the Godzilla on here, but I was like, nah, it's not going to happen. It is definitely not going to happen, and another outtake comes soon of that.
Thank you very much. It's absolutely fantastic. There you go.
Happy with that?
I'm happy with that. Over the moon.
Told you I'd get you one.
Thank you very much, my mate.
Quick outtake. Does it glow? Yes. It's gonna glow, but where it goes, no one knows. There'll be this video, literally. So it's Thursday. It's taking a little bit longer. This is in the outtakes. There's a couple of more outtakes to get through, but there's been a lot of footage. Total footage filmed, 48 gig. And there's a separate video for Frame House in Concert, who's also went out the way to do an amazing job of this.
Yay!
That's the true romance, all framed and done the colours for it. Thank you very much, Frame House and Scott, also known as Hurricane Rain. See you in the next outtake. Next outtake is just me going, yeah, thanks very much again for Scott for that. Different Scott, so I call him Hurricane Rain, this guy Cav, after him. I did that for him. Yeah, that's an IKEA job, but next outtake. Hello, I'm Steve Mason, and welcome to my Horrorcon 2019, for fuck's sake. So I'm just in the hallway as another outtake. All the stuff by Graham is framed up there. So that's Gizmo Edward from last year as well. That's the Lost Boys one. Got that sign, I think it was by Tony. They were really cool. He's the one who did the Corey Feldman mashup. We've got the Frankenstein one I got the first year. I went to Horrorcon as well, my little hallway here as well. But yeah, I was going to take the Burbs, get Feldman to sign, but I didn't go for that one. So once I get everything sorted, I'll get a kitchen eventually. I'm getting a lot of grief for, I'll show you this as well while we're in here. Which is a little bedroom. Stay Push Marshmallow Man. Alright, home. And there is the Lost Boys print. The pictures all been framed this week. Get a lot of grief because I took down a signed cast photo of Tombstone, but sorry. Oh yeah, and the bed covers are on. Here is a Lost Boys corner for another outtake. A Billy Worth one, VHS sign from last year, as well as the other Corey Feldman Lost Boys sign, but there in the corner, perfect little Hatters top table, vampire killing kit. But yeah, just still need to find the Frog Brothers pop vinyls. I was hoping I'd find the Horrorcon, but that didn't work out for us, so next outtake. Don't worry, I won't be putting that in the video.
So, here's an outtake for you. So Instagram, literally being like stalking Corey Feldman's Instagram ever since Sunday. And I was like, he took a picture of Stephen's arm, it's got to appear on there at some point. And voila, it did. Sorry, my phone's been a bit slow. So he did like a post of like people's artwork. Didn't take a picture of mine. Maybe it's because I give him Michael Jackson's nose. Maybe. But no, so there's a few people's artwork and stuff. But there is Stephen's tattoo. You can just see that, can't you? Yes, there he is, Edgar Frog. So yeah, made it to Corey Feldman's Instagram, and that post is currently on 3,825 likes. So there you go.
So you've just seen some outtakes, and there might be a few more bits, but I just want to do as I do every year, and it's going to wipe Brittany out, but as the credits start to roll now, that is me, Stephen Mason, made this video, along with Britt. So we've got like the cards, we've got Evil, Eye Art.
We've got about 5 of them.
Yeah, Evil Eye Art. We've got the Pigeon Creek Studios. I'm going to try and put these all on there. They've got Astro. He was a drawer, wasn't he? Diablo.
Oh, I don't know. We got a sticker.
Domestic. Oh, I got a. Oh, yeah, that's from
wow.
Predator 1.
That's from Evil Eye, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, it is. Domestic Creations. Oh, that's the guy who did.
I'll do this one.
That's the guy who did this credits rolling over your face, you know. Sorry, but yeah. You can talk about Twisted, Luke, Feature Creatures. I'm going to put all these websites, address, they're probably halfway gone. I don't know where these fonts are. There might not even be fonts there. There might be someone just going, "You're an idiot," right there. Make my life even harder to edit. There's Cult Locations UK. They are the one who did the houses.
That's the original movie poster.
Obviously got Horrorcon. The original movie posters from Germany. Waza movie posters. We are searching for you. They do some really original artwork. What's this one?
Nerd On.
Nerd On.
Or Nerdo.
Nerdo. They up. Nerdo. Halloween t-shirts and Dog Soldiers. They were great. He was an awesome guy as well. Hatter's Top Table. Thank you very much once again for all that stuff. We've got Sinister Horror also. No Sleep Podcast. They were awesome to meet. I am going to check out their podcasts.
That's just
promo as well. Obviously Mad About Horror. They're there every year. It was great to see Corey Feldman shopping around them. Arrow Video. Diablo Screams. Obviously the guests, Corey Feldman, Sean Pertwee, Duncan. Yes.
That one.
The Chili Man, Dean of the Dead.
And
Nicholas Spencer, Illusionations. And before, we've got one more guy for a brief little cameo. His name is Ed Neal.
Sloshed back from, we'd had a liquid lunch because we didn't have any money, so we just bought a giant thing of beer and split it all. And we hadn't learned our lines for the acting class because we were drinking, and it was college. And so we thought, well, we'll just go to the acting class and we'll just make up the lines.
That guy was fucking hilarious.
He was.
And his whole Q&A will be on the channel as well. As I said, the Q&As, I didn't want to stretch it out too much. He was absolutely fucking brilliant. It does start, when you see the video, his mic cuts out. But even though his mic's not working, he fucking nails it.
Even the guy interviewing was like, this is by far one of the best interviews I've ever had.
I really did want to meet him. Carl did. Carl got a really nice signed. Jump cut to that because I'm sure I got that on camera.
Doing laser discs.
Good old Leatherface there. But yeah, check out that video. And I just want to say, I've been Stephen Mason. That is Brit. Thank you very much at Horrorcon. We will see you next year. We are thinking about doing some kind of store next year.
Yeah. Don't ask us what's going to be on it. Like,
no.
I don't know if to knock some artwork up.
Some artwork up. As I say, Brit drew the amazing Goonies poster, which should just come off just like that. This is a very talented artist right here. She did that.
On camera.
Well, you wanted. I thought she was going to get that signed by Corey Feldman, but she did that little drawing from. I see he might steal it, mind. I'm going to put that down there. Right, thanks for watching. Goodbye for now. Or goodbye till next year. Look, I know you're angry. I know. It's not my fault. I forgot, alright? I forgot. So you can just deal with it. Take your dog for a walk. This is the very end of the video. Maybe it's next year.
I'm going next year. I'm going next year.